Kia ora everybody, and welcome here to the Stockyard here in Pukekohe. It's great to have your company for some Tuesday night hoops in the Sky Broadband Rapid League between the Indian Panthers and the Hawke's Bay Hawks. This is the second meeting between these two teams this season. They met in round one, and in the Rapid League it was a win to the Indian Panthers by just a single point, 36-35, and since then the Panthers have gone on to win 3 more games in the Rapid League, and they are just below the Hawke's Bay Hawks on the standings at the moment, who also have a 4-3 record. Crystal Ledger-Walker, Tall Ferns player, is with us. Should be a good game, this one, Crystal, here in Pukekohe tonight, with both teams, look at that, right, pretty much dead even on the table. Yeah, I'm excited to watch these two teams get up for this match. They've got pretty, you know, there's some talent in both squads that can make some damage, but I'm excited to see how Jackson Ball shows out tonight. Yeah, it's really interesting to see Jackson Ball dropping back to the Rapid League team. He's not been named not a starter for the NBL game. What do you make of that? Because, well, I mean, it strengthens this Hawke's Bay Rapid League team, doesn't it? Big time. Yeah, I know. The way he started the season, that 40-point game, is scary to go by, but scary that he's coming back down to this level. And you know, with those imports coming in, they're not eligible to play this Rapid League game, so they will get the start. He'll come back down to this league and hopefully get his shot going nice and warm to come off the bench for that main game. Well, you'll notice too, Kobe Kara and Clifton Bush have also dropped back to the Rapid League team for Hawke's Bay today. Here is the Panthers lineup: Kelemete, Lomatia, Matakatia, and Matthew and Zach Tapuni, who is the 25-year-old. So we got some good players in this Panthers team again. We do, and a last-minute change that they just told me just off air really quickly is Stephen Paya will step in for Luke Kelemete in that starting lineup today for the Panthers, so look out for that. Okay, interesting. Yes, in fact, that's just clicked over now, so Paya coming into the starting lineup. But yes, Jackson Ball, Kobe Kara, and also Clifton Bush. When we were last here together, Crystal, watching the Hawks-Bulls game, those 3 guys started in the NBL game. Started and were playing amazing. Really well, yeah. No surprise that we see Murphy as the top scorer, you know, out of this team, and he'll be one to watch for. Unfortunately, Cooper Lepo isn't here tonight, but man, he was exciting versus the Tuatara in their last game. But yeah, that matchup between Matakatia and Ball, Matakatia is going to have his hands full with Jackson Ball, because he was enjoying his time the last time he was here in this gym. Yeah, Jacob Murphy, 10 points per game. Yeah, Lepo not here tonight. He's with the Junior Tall Blacks at the moment. Here are the match officials for the game: Mikey Graham, Sam McFadgen, and Ben McLaughlin. So we're almost set for a start here in this clash. With Hawke's Bay, Jackson Ball, if he can score 40 points in an NBL game, what's he going to do in 16 minutes of play here? Could be scary stuff as Ball gets the first possession and gives it to Murphy for Hawke's Bay. Looking off Harry Keeley. Now Bush. All of these players have seen a lot of minutes in the NBL team. Ball just misses that little floater there, and it's going to be Panthers possession. Yeah, unlucky on that one. He thought Tepuni hit that one out. I think he might have a case, but nonetheless, we play on. Here come the Panthers with their first possession. Now it's Tapuni. Gives it back to Lomatia. And Tapuni being marked by Keeley. Oh, block. Clean block there by Harry Keeley. That's not... He's not a stranger to a block as Ball races down court. And there is the reverse lap and the slammer from Clifton Bush. That is a Clifton Bush specialty. Following up, getting rebounds, showing his athleticism. So fun to watch. Lovely start for the Hawks. And there goes to 3, and it's short this time from Lomatia. And now here comes Murphy. Solid start for the Bay. Murphy's going to sneak behind Harry Keeley and drop a 3. With that 3, he now is the second leading scorer in Rapid League, tied with Matspinanzo of the Jets. Interesting. Yeah, it's a nice strong move. Dropping there, no. It's no going to miss from Stephen Paya. The foul is going to come on Jackson Ball. So Pye's going to go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 2. Here's the 3 again.
Just too easy, too much time, too much space. Jacob Murphy makes them pay by going under that screen.
So Pye out. Chemist Warehouse stripe. Remember, every free throw that falls contributes to the BBNZ Hoops and Schools program. Pye misses both free throws, but Tapuni picks up the O board, and it's the Panthers on the board.
Great hustle by Tapuni, but the Hawks won't be happy giving up their offensive rebound, and that's what they do so well, the back doors on offense.
Lovely combination between Keely and Ball there. I love the pass from Ball. He was under a bit of heat kind of mid-court there. And then Keely, good awareness from him. These are good young players in this Hawke's Bay team.
Yes, they are, and what a way to beat that aggression. He's getting pushed out of bounds. That player's all up in his grill, says, don't worry about it. Give me a little give and go.
So Jackson Ball completes the 3-point play. It's a comfortable margin early in this one for Hawke's Bay. Oh, good strong move coming in there that time from Mata Katia. Just a slight feather touch there on that foul on Murphy, so it's going to go on Lomatia. Kilimete coming on now for the Panthers. Ball to inbounder. Murphy for another 3. And it's going to be taken by the Panthers. Good defence mid-court there by Murphy. Almost stole the ball. Good spin move. Good finish there from Lomatia.
Strong body. Good hang time on that spin. Oh. But another back cut. Wow.
And a second jam of the game for Bush already.
That's something they need to be keyed in on. Otherwise, this Hawke's Bay team is going to eat them on that back door. Kilometre to the rim.
Nice offensive rebound taken there by Mata Katia again, and he puts in another 2 points for the Panthers. Good competitive game here at the Stockyard this evening. Here's Keely. Nice finish from Harry Keely.
Great finish, great poise and control from him inside.
Keely gets his first 2 points of the game. Mr. Puni, look for Matthew to work something up there with Matthew. Shot clock down to 8. It's Kilimete. Oh, he did all the hard work there, and then the basket opened up for him. Gets the shot away just before the shot clock goes.
He will not be denied. Stuck with the possession. Keep going, and was rewarded in the last seconds.
It's a 2-point game in favour of Hawke's Bay, and it's been stolen. And it looks like a foul is going to be conceded by Harry Keely there.
And a few questions being asked. Jackson Ball's wondering why they didn't call the first foul on him. Someone else was asking if it was intentional. A lot coming out of that play.
Yeah, it was all happening, wasn't it? A couple of subs come in. Ezra Eagle and Ryder Moore in the game now for Hawke's Bay. Nice move again. That one from Lomatia. He's got 4 points in the game. Locks the scores up. 20 seconds to go. There's Murphy waiting that one just perfectly.
Yeah, and he came off that on ball. Wow, really hit his defense and set that defender up.
Here's the last play potentially of this first quarter. Matakatia gives it back to Tapuni for 3. Taken by Kara. And, oh, Kara maybe should have fired from midcourt there. But anyway, it's a 14-12 scoreline in favour of Hawke's Bay at the end of the first quarter. But plenty of points coming from both teams.
Yeah, there is. On the Panthers side, a lot more one-on-one type of scoring. The Hawke's Bay really doing a good job of connecting, finding each other out of their sets. But yeah, we've got a close ball game.
Yeah, a nice evenly spread point scoring too. Already 4 players in Hawke's Bay have scored, and 4 of the Panthers players have scored as well, which is really cool. There's the special, any large pizza. I don't know about the anyone, I just can't decide, you know?
There are a lot of options.
But anyway, it's a great deal, 25% off, and that's valid until next Wednesday. So you've got 8 days to enjoy that one. Just scan that QR code, folks, and get into it. Don't forget, of course, about the FIBA starter package from Sky Broadband, $50 a month for the first 12 months. Just call 0952 555555 or go to skybroadband.co.nz for all the details.
I love when we're courtside and we can intimately hear what the coaches are saying and thinking.
Yeah, Kane Hawke, he wants some calls made by the officials. He did a great job coaching in the absence of Sam Gruggan.
Yeah, he did, especially with such a young squad, and I love that they've brought him in, a local coach who knows these young players, who they feed off and, you know, get a lot of confidence from.
Ryan Lomatia, the 24-year-old, there's another one from him. He is 3 from 4 in the game, and we've got a tied ball game. This is Moore. Now Ball gives it back to Moore, who's going to not drop the 3, and it's well rebounded there, and here comes the Panthers on the break. Kelemete doesn't get the roll off the rim, and Ezra Eagle's going to tidy up for Hawke's Bay. Ball pushing the ball nicely down court quickly, and there's a travel violation on Moore.
Yeah, unfortunate by the Hawks, just trying to go too fast.
Kelemete, who's inbounding it out Lomatia at the moment. Looking confident with the ball in his hands. Here's Aktapuni. Nice pass. Oh, great finish there from Matthew. He gets his first 2 points of the ball game.
Okay then, Matthew. But he still just stays calm, collected, and we see the Panthers now in a little 2-3 zone.
Yeah, they've hit the lead for the first game. That's Eagles' three-pointer. That's going away, and Tapuni has it. A nice job from the Panthers. They were down by 6 in that first quarter. Oh, blocked by Kara. Now it's out to Moore. He's got an open look for the basket. He can't nail it. How about that? Chasing back right there from Matakatia, but he throws it away to Kara. And Kara's not going to miss this one.
Yeah, great hustle from Matakatia then, but those cross-court passes are dangerous. Kobe Cutter makes them pay.
Yeah, Carter gets his first 2 points. There's Kelemete again. Matthew. Almost a 3 after his slam dunk.
Matthew is a silent assassin. Goes about his business quietly. Jackson Ball, wow. Gets by 2 Panthers defenders, finishes with ease, and this pressure from the Hawke's Bay.
Still going to be Panthers ball, but that's a lovely finish from Jackson Ball. He's got 5 points in the game now. Here it is again.
Look at that slight hesitation. Takes them base, too easy.
Nicely finished. Now Tapuni. Keeley back out there now for the Hawks. Tapuni can't nail a little hook shot. Here comes Murphy. Oh! Murphy. Now Bush can jump, but not quite that high. Here's a three-pointer from Paya.
And these Panthers are right back in the lead.
Paya up 2-3. That was his first points of the game. Now Murphy's gone super high there, but can't nail it. And they come again, the home team.
Look at that battle down low. Trying to post up Murphy.
There's a foul on Clifton Bush. It's going to be Kelemete going to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Now, I first watched Kelemete in that game versus Tuatara, and I liked what he brings to this team. He gets up and down the floor. He's great in transition and has the ability to really take his player off the dribble.
Yeah, and he's contributing strongly, isn't he? These free throws, that's 0 from 3 in this game now. First free throw of the match drops for the Panthers. Into the last minute of this first half. Here's Bush.
Look, they're in a little bit of a zone, but not coming off ball.
That was a poor pass. If I was Murphy, just gave Bush the big stare down. What are you doing, mate?
Right.
I would have done the same thing. Even though Clifton Bush is an imposing-looking man.
Yeah, I want to see that in real life.
Here's Tapuni. Tapuni using that size to really good effect there. Zach Tapuni.
He's tried to go at that matchup a few times now. Is rewarded down low.
He's been a key player for the Panthers in the Rapid League. He's going at 7 points per game. He's been averaging 14 minutes a game and getting 6 rebounds as well. Can't complete the three-point play from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, though. Panthers up by 4. Probably wondering how this has slipped away a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. But it's because look at them deny ball the ball. The action's all over there. Doesn't matter. They're still locking him up. Ezra Eagle, great job inside.
First 2 points of the game. So, 20 seconds left in this first half. Katia, marked tightly by Eagle. The 2 10s going out at one-on-one here.
And they'll be familiar. Matakatia was at Mags, Eagle at Dilworth, very short. No way that trick shot would have been crazy.
It certainly would have been as Tapuni can't nail that last 2 points. But the Panthers have had a good quarter there. They've outscored the Hawke's Bay team 10-6 in that second quarter to take a 2-point lead at the major break. Lo Matia with 6 points in the game. He's the leading scorer on the Chemist Warehouse stats there, Crystal. But touched on, we're seeing a good spread of point scores across both teams in this game.
Yeah, we are, and that's what you love to see is, you know, everyone chipping in here and there. It's hard to stop, you know, once you've got everyone in the team firing. But look at those rebounds, Sepuni with 4. Ezra Eagle doing a good job of coming in, helping Keeley out on the boards as well as Ball. Murphy dishing out 2 assists. He's really the heart and soul of this Rapid League squad. Their offense for the Hawks, a lot of it goes through him. And then blocks Kara and Keeley with 1 each, and Te Pune with 1.
Yeah, I love the one of Keeley at the start of the game. But, you know, this has been we expected this to be tight, and it has been.
It has, and I'm sure the Hawks haven't forgotten the last time these two played and the Panthers got that win. It was a very close game. So they'll want to come out, especially in this third quarter, put their foot down, try to get back in that lead and blow it away. But the Panthers doing a good job as well with that zone, junking up their defense.
And the other issue, of course, is we see Morgan Maskell going through crunching the numbers and the plays there. Coach of the Panthers in this Rapid League game. You know, the other issue is we talk about the strength of the depth in this Hawke's Bay team, but primarily, you know, Jackson Ball, Clifton Bush in particular, maybe, they're key players in the Cells NBL team, so you don't want to play them too much in a Rapid League game, do you?
Yeah, no, you don't. It is a long night, and they've had a tight, you know, weekend. They've been up here. It's a tight turnaround since that Tuatara game. Coming back here, the legs will be tired from all the travel from that game before, from getting down here. That NBL game, that will be like their 4th game if you include the Rapids.
Exactly. We've seen 3 jams. That one from Matthew was pretty cool. Here it is again. Finished there by Matthew.
One great thing, especially for these Indian players coming into this league, with them having Kiwi teammates, they can learn our style of play from their teammates, you know, firsthand, instead of just coming into this league and having to compete against it. Jackson Ball.
He's going to put up the 3. He misses it, but it's tipped back by Kara, and Eagle's going to tidy up. So Ball will get another chance here. Ball creating attention again. And it's going to go on Te Pune.
I love this deal that Sterling Sports has going with the team merch.
Yes, scan that QR code and enjoy that one too, folks, as we see. Cutter. Nice dish. And there's a third jam of the game for Bush. He's greedy.
He is. But hey, they left him wide open, and Kobe Cutter did a great job of drawing 2 defenders, making that dish.
Paya nailing another three-pointer.
High arcing shot, and I can just hear the Hawks Bay coaches saying, push the ball, we want to go.
Paya, that's the second 3 of the game. He's up to 6 in the game. Now Murphy for another 3. That's away. Tapuni has it. And Murphy, a very good defender here. Trying to post up here on the number 8. Lomatia, a little fadeaway.
He's been going at that matchup. He's asked for it a few times on that block against Murphy. Eagle wide open.
Oh, and he doesn't miss either. Ezra Eagle. There's a bit of sweat on the floor. They're going to mop up. Yeah, that little fadeaway from Lomatia over the top of Murphy, and then they ran back on defense. And I swear Lomatia said to Murphy, come at me, come at me.
I don't know if the camera picked it up, but when they're coming down the court, Murphy actually cut Lomatia off, which tripped him up, which is why there's sweat on the floor. And that's also why I think he went straight back at him.
It's a good battle. Cut and thrust. And now they're just having a conversation. Over there, the two, you can see them at the top right-hand corner of your screen there. Oh, it's good stuff.
It's all in the spirit, but yeah, love the games within the games.
Lomatia almost losing the ball. Be very careful around Jacob Murphy. He's one of the best stealers going round. Tapuni just staying in the court, half court. Nice pass. There's Lomatia down low again, and he doesn't miss again.
That was a really tough move. Quick spin, aggressive turn of his shoulders.
Lomatia, the first player in the game to get to 10 points. Oh, and then ball's thrown away. Not accurate with that pass.
We've just seen the refs give out a little player warning on the floor as well.
It's getting a little testy and competitive. Kilimete. No foul, even though there's a good solid collision there. Here's Lomatia. Nice pass. There's Paya. Oh, man, he's got it going from beyond the arc.
Yes, he does. Great shot. And the Panthers really starting to stretch this lead.
It's his third three-pointer, Stephen Paya. This is quite remarkable. The Panthers were down by 6 in that first quarter. Now they're leading by 7. That is a pure shot, that one.
That is, and just too casual defensively. Let him take that float dribble, and he got enough space to get it off.
Ball is going to inbound it. Here's Cutter. Eagle. Successful with his last 3, and he is with that one as well.
You're right, he already just hit one. You've got to know where he is on the floor. Too easy for Eagle.
He's up to 6. Now Tapuni is going to put up a 3. Carter with the rebound for the Hawks.
Oh, get him another one.
Oh, this one from the corner. Matthews got the rebound for the Panthers.
But I like that from Kobe Cutter. Knew exactly where he was. Tried to give him a heat check.
Kilimete. Oh, that was an ambitious pass. The passing from this game so far has been super good by the Panthers until that one.
Smart from Ezra Eagle too, just to hold him. He knew that that was a hard angle to pass that ball, held him up long enough to make that pass go out of court.
He's a good player, Ezra Eagle. I've enjoyed watching him playing.
Just smart. He's smart with the game.
He's a rookie in the NBL this season. He goes Paul going baseline, but he's run into traffic there, but he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Foul's going to go on Lomatia. He's still the only player in double figures in the game with 10. Jackson Ball's been going pretty well from the free throw line. Chemist Warehouse stripe, averaging 77% in the NBL games. He hasn't played a lot of Rapid League. In fact, this is his first Rapid League game of the 2025 year.
We've been saying it all year, but what a jump he has made in his career from last year to this year. He's definitely my pick for most improved.
Oh, yeah. It was right from the first game. Matakatia has it. Shot clock down to 7, and then the lane opens up, but he didn't nail it, but Tepune has finished off. Now Paul is going to settle it down for the last play here. Hawke's playing love to cut this lead in half with this last play. Nice! Eagle! Bush can't nail it. Keely's still there.
Great pass from Kobe Cutter to find that one.
Now Paul, 4 on the shot clock. Got to put the shot up. And he's got the foul right at the end with 0.1 of a second left.
Man, that was a tough shot over 3 people. Still drew the foul. Let's take a look at it again. Look at all that attention he brought. 3 orange jerseys around him, doesn't matter. Draws the foul, and it's now at the Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
Jackson Paul's been here a lot. That's his 4th free throw in the game. Make that 5 from 5. So that will end the 3rd quarter. So that lead that the Panthers had, which was 7, has been cut to 2. It's 34-32 with 1 quarter to play. It's an exciting game going on here.
It is 1 possession game. The Hawks will be looking to come out, get a stop right away, get the first score, even it back out, and then just battle it out.
So Lamatia is the leading scorer with 10, Paya with 9, all of them 3-pointers. Tepune has 6, and for Hawke's Bay, it's Jackson Ball 7, but Ezra Eagle's got 8, 2 of them 3-pointers, and Clifton Bush has 6. All of them slam dunks.
It's what we love to see. I wish, you know, when 3-on-3, the idea of 3-on-3 first started, they have 2-pointers, right, and 1-pointers for everything else. Dunks used to also be worth 2. So could you imagine if we gave Clifton Bush some, you know, motivation like that, if he got an extra point, if he made it a dunk? Exactly. I'd love to come watch that game.
He's an exciting player, isn't he? Yeah, Hawke's Bay are an intriguing team now with the addition of those Illawarra Hawks players. And, of course, the assistant coach of the Illawarra Hawks, too, Sam Gruggan, who's now head coaching again.
Well, a good combination between the coaches, having a local coach who knows the local core, who's able to work them out in that off-season. Then you have some of those Hawks players coming over from Aussie, the Illawarra Hawks, with their coach. So those coaches around a lot of these players, easy to get that chemistry going.
Lovely cross-court pass. There's Pye from the corner again, and he's been fouled going for that 3-pointer. Yeah, big smile on Pye's face.
Coach killer to foul 3-point shooters. The Hawks a little bit unorganized on that possession.
Yeah. So Stephen Pye at the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Up until that free throw, Crystal 1 from 5 from the free throw line.
Oh, well, they'll be kicking themselves after the game if this comes down to a close one.
Nice job by Stephen Pye. That's 3 from 3. Lead back out to 5. Now Murphy. Carter, good ball movement to Bush. Bush gets his own rebound. Could have slammed it.
He could have.
He could have slammed it.
How disappointing, but no, way to stick with it. He's just so athletic, not only vertically, but getting by his player horizontally as well, as we see a great take.
Well, Lomatia's got the better of Jacob Murphy in this game.
He's loving that matchup, going to it every time.
12 points now for the number 8 for the Panthers. There goes Jackson Ball, the 3. And now here comes Paya. Paya. Tough play from him. Here's Eagles going to pick up the foul.
Just such a strong body.
Sam Gruggan getting vocal on the sideline here. Just been asked to cool it a little bit as Lomatia.
Just bodies his way to the rim. Not much you can do to stop it. Someone's got to step up and take a charge because he's going no matter what.
He's been excellent in this game. So Stephen Pye back at the line again. He's got 13 in the game now, Stephen Pye. Well above his season's average in the Rapid League, which is 4. Missed there. Carter, that's a tough rebound now. Foul has gone on number 13, Sejan Matthew.
Some intense chatter coming
from
the Panthers
We
bench.
are both smiling sitting here, aren't we, Krista? Loving it. Here's Bush.
This zone really rattling this this Hawke's Bay squad.
It's unusual to see the connection's not quite here for Hawke's Bay in this game. These guys have played a lot together in the last year or two. Oh, been lost stone cold out of court there by Lomatia.
And that's what they need, some more stops. They're down 6. Just under 3 minutes to go in this game. Time is not on their side right now.
They need a basket here, Hawke's Bay. Bush. Oh. On another day, that would have rolled in. But not today. Matakatia. Nice movement from him. No foul. Here's Carter. Pushing the ball out of ball. Ball is fouled by Lomatia again. And that's going to be his 4th foul. It's a lot of fouls for an individual in a Rapid League game.
It is, but take a look at Jackson Ball's signature move. Goes to his right, spins back left. He's so good at that. So good at getting outside his defender's body.
Jackson Ball continues to be blemish-free from the free throw line. He's got 10 in the game now. 6 of them are free throws. Probably just put the mockers on him. So, the full court pressure coming too from Hawke's Bay. Kilimete. Work off Tapuni. Tapuni. Marked here by Kobe Carter. Oh, almost. Oh. That has gone in from Makatakia.
Great follow-up by him, but Tipuni, fancy footwork inside.
Ball from way outside the three-point line. Tapuni has a rebound. Feels like the Panthers have got the momentum here.
They do. They're sitting in that zone, waiting for the Hawks to chuck up a shot, getting the rebound and going.
I don't need to push it at all here. This is Paya. Oh, stolen by Ball beautifully. It's a 2-on-2 situation. Is Ball. Oh, brilliant from Jackson Ball. 3-point play. Fantastic play from him.
Great play from him on both ends. Gets the pick, the steal on the defensive end, takes it the full length of the court and doesn't shy away from the big body of Tepuni. Let's check it out on replay. Look at that. No fear. Goes right up into him and draws the foul.
Jackson Ball up to 13. And now it's interesting, isn't it, Crystal? It's a 3-point game with 92 seconds left. Ball up to 14 points. All of a sudden, he is the leading scorer in the game.
And that's another way to beat that Panthers defense, that zone they're sitting in. If you can get it in transition, go before anyone's set up, that's the best offense the Hawks can get right now.
Well, this play is critical now, isn't it?
It is. It's absolutely a possession game, all about game management. Who can make the timely plays down the stretch?
Kelemete. Oh, he's lost it, has he? Yep, he's travelling. He's travelling. Great stop again by the Bay.
Great defense by the Hawks. They were ready for him when he came off that on ball. Ezra Eagle ready to step up. Kelemete unfortunate to fall. Let's see what the Hawks do here.
Plenty of chatter out there as Paul brings it forward. Murphy. Bush gets it back to Jackson Paul. Oh, lovely spin move from Jackson Paul. He has come alive in this quarter.
Yeah, he has. He knows what's at stake. The points differential really does matter.
Paul just getting a little aggressive there. 16 points now for Ball in this ball game. Check this out here, Crystal.
I told you, that spin move going to his left is his signature move. What a great time to pull out the bag when the game's on the line.
Remember, Jackson Ball is still 17. Doesn't turn 18 until next year.
Just insane. So exciting to see where he goes, to see what he can do.
Matthew coming back in. It's an interesting ploy. Off comes Lomatia, much shorter player. So we've got two tall players in the forward lineup, and also they're using the height there of Matakatia as well.
Yeah, potentially trying to get some more length on for this defensive possession.
Inside the last minute, Murphy. Carter back into Eagle. The range jumper's no good, and there we are. Nice play there by the Panthers to bring Matthew into the game. Good strong rebound by him. Matakatia. Oh, Murphy's got a touch on it. Panthers still have it. 8 on the shot clock. Matakatia. Blocked. It's still there. 2 on the shot clock. Kelemete can't nail it. And it's the Panthers again with a second chance. Paya. Oh, he didn't need to rush that at all, did he?
He didn't.
His ball on the break now. 14 seconds to go. Ball! Ties the game up with 9 seconds to play. And there's going to be... Is that a BNZ player timeout that's been called?
I'm not sure, but both teams still do have their BNZ player timeouts. In games like this, where it's so tight, anything on the line, this is where you need to remember them.
Quite the comeback by Hawke's Bay. You've got to use your player timeout now if you're the Panthers. Yes, they do. Of course they do. So 10.4 left. Chance for them to win the game here, Crystal.
Potentially, yes, but very smart also from the Panthers to make that sub before they call the BNZ player timeout. Because if they had called that BNZ player timeout first, they wouldn't have got their sub in. So good to see that they have the offensive lineup that they want. Obviously, Lomatia's hit some big threes. Matthew was in for those defensive possessions, but Jackson Ball, we've been saying his name all night. No surprise that he's the one to tie this game. 18
points now. Majority of them coming in this last quarter. So scan that QR code, folks. Ticket to the big game. Right. Speaking of big games, this is the big moments. Let's see what the Panthers can do here. Can they win it here? Lomatia! 5.5 to go.
No surprise that they went straight back to him because he was loving his matchup against Murphy. He's really found his way inside. That is a big-time fadeaway shot from Lomatia for the Panthers.
14 for him, but there's still 5.5 to play. So another chance for you to scan that QR code. Ticket to the big game. The NZ, of course, proud supporters and investment of New Zealand basketball. So what's going to happen here? Hawke's Bay do have a bit of time, 5.5.
We see Jacksonbol inbounding it, which makes me think their next best leading scorer is Jacob Murphy. So it makes me think the ball's either going to him or Clifton Bush, who's more athletic than anyone. Back door, wow.
Ball, beautiful pass. Bush has missed the layup, but there's a foul. There's a foul on Bush, and he's going to go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 2.
Oh, and the Panthers coach, their bench just pulling their hair out because that's also his 5th foul.
Lomatia's fouled out. Extraordinary. He's fouled out with 14 points.
But what a play by the Hawks. Look at that over-aggressive defense. Gets him on the back cut. Clifton Bush, always there for the follow-up. Does that so well.
That was magnificent. Ball movement there from the Hawks. Given the game's on the line, now Bush has got to nail these 2 free throws.
Big shots.
Stripe, and he rattles that one in. That was going to miss, didn't it?
Got to have faith. Got to will the ball in.
Could be going to overtime here. Bush gets it. 2.1 left. No BNZ player timeout left. Scores locked up to Pune.
Oh, that's too short.
It is. Ball's got it. And Ball can't nail it either, so we're heading to an overtime situation here. And we're going to have a minute of extra play here.
We see some of the players come onto the court expecting the rest of their team to come in for a timeout or to reconvene at the bench, but that's not the case. Everyone stays on court. We get right back into it.
2 minutes. 2 minutes, in fact, of overtime. Someone's got to tell me if we've had an overtime game in the Rapid League this season. I don't think we have, had we?
I'm not sure if I remember one from this season. We've had some close finishes.
Katia trying to get that screen off Te Pune. Mid-range jumper is no good. Here's Bush. Nice strong rebound by Clifton Bush. Here's Ball pushing the ball to Murphy. Straight up 3 from Ball. It looked good off the hand. Carter has got the offensive rebound. Now Murphy. Murphy for 3 this time. Oh, what a sweet shot from Murphy.
Big-time players showing up in big-time moments. Jacob Murphy connecting on that 3.
8 points for Murphy. Matakatia trying to get around Ezra Eagle. Travel is the call. Hawke's Bay, brilliant defense there by Eagle.
And it's important to remember, too, the Panthers, Lomatia fouled out on that last play. So they're playing this overtime period without him, who was producing a lot of offense.
And they're not getting Stephen Pye those looks at the moment at the other end of the court, are they? Here's Ball again, squeezing between defenders, and there's another foul as Ball drives strongly.
I like the aggressiveness from Jacksonbol. These are the moments when you know you're the best player on the team, you need to go make the right play.
Well, Ball is 8 from 8 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe in this game.
I'm glad you didn't jinx him.
I've tried my best. That's not the 3rd time I've tried. He's going great, isn't he? 20 points. Remember, the record for a Rapid League game is 25. 1 minute to play. Now, the Panthers need something here. Kelemete. Panthers have gone cold, haven't they? Haven't scored for a little while now. Certainly haven't scored in overtime. Oh, that's been turned over. Matthews got it. Kelemete. Carter picks up the ball. He's got Bush with him. Bush. Yes, another 2 to Hawke's Bay. Starting to look good now, aren't they, the Hawks?
They are. Big flex at the end. Te Pune wanted it.
And gets the 3. Lovely shot from Zach Te Pune. He's had a really strong game.
He is, and he was ready for that. Clapped a couple times. Feet was set. Jacksonbol too strong. will walk the length of the court.
Here's Aktapuni, 9 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. But Panthers will be wondering in the wash-up of this one how this one has slipped away. And rinse and repeat from the Chemist Warehouse strike here for Jackson Ball.
Yeah, you're right. The Panthers will be disappointed. But hey, I'm not going to say game's over yet. 20 seconds to go. Never know. We've seen crazier things.
It's going to be hard now. They basically needed 2 threes in less than 20 seconds. Quick 3 required here. Kelemete can't get it. And that might be that now. As we see Ball taking it down court and finishing in style.
What a way to close the game. Jackson Ball, too big, too strong, straight down the lane.
And that's a really good finish from Hawke's Bay. They were down by 7 in that 4th quarter. And a comeback and lock the game up, send it to overtime, and then win by 8. Here's Jackson Ball again. What a star of the future he is. 24 points for Jackson Ball. As the Hawks wrap it all up, 56-48 in this one. 24 points for Jackson Ball. That's just one off the record in a Rapid League game, Crystal.
Right. But did the last person that got that record do it in the style that Jackson Ball did today? Because, man, he willed his team over the line, getting the win. Momentum, felt the way of the Panthers through a lot of phases of play in that game with their zone, with their defense. But the Hawks able to stick around long enough and close it out in that overtime period. Kobe Cutter doing all the little things to get it over the line for his team with those 3 assists, 2 blocks. Keeley and Matakati are also a block. But Kobe Cutter, Jackson Ball, 3 steals each. Showed up at the right moments.
Yeah, Jackson Ball, 24 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. That's a magnificent effort. And we just had a game with 104 points in it in a Rapid League game. Yes, it went to overtime, but still a brilliant game of Rapid League basketball there here on Sky Sports. So, if we're going to get a repeat of that in the Cells NBL game starting in 13 minutes, we're in for a treat. So make sure you join us then here on Sky Sport. Well, hello and welcome here to Pukekohe. We're at the Stockyard, the Franklin Leisure and Sports Centre, and we're all set for another Cells NBL clash between the Indian Panthers and the Hawke's Bay Hawks. This is the second meeting between these two teams this season. They met on March the 12th in round one. It was a comfortable win to Hawke's Bay down in Napier, 112 to 78. That was a big game for Jackson Ball. He scored 40 points in that clash, and we've just seen him in the Sky Broadband Rapid League score 24 points, one shy of the record, as we saw a thrilling overtime win to Hawke's Bay. So what are we going to get in this next match? Glenn Lama here with Crystal Letcher-Walker, the former Tall Ferns. Oh, still might be a Tall Fern. Yeah.
Surprise.
I can tell.
I don't know. No.
You've got it in your eyes. I can see it.
No, I hope I play for the Tall Ferns again one day. I'm not done yet.
Exactly. Yeah, well, we've got a slightly delayed start due to that overtime. It's been pushed back a couple of minutes, so a bit more time with this warm-up. And let's start by the mixandpick.com poll there, and it's looking very comfortable for the Hawks. And you know, with the three Illawarra Hawks players that have come into the side, I guess that's no surprise in this game.
Yeah, I don't think so. And I think the team, or everybody at home, has also watched how these teams performed against the Tuatara. The Hawks was a tight battle for most of that game, and the Panthers, they struggled. So they'll be going off those recent results, I'm guessing, for this mix and pick.
Yeah, so Hawke's Bay comfortably favoured in this game. Of course, last time Hawke's Bay played on this in this arena, they beat the Bulls too against the odds. So they've got a feel-good factor now, not only with that win, but also that Rapid League win, which we're going to see many of those players back up in this game here.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's not forget that Bulls game, it was a very aggressive game. The Bulls team was looking really good, and the Hawks didn't have their full squad, so able to do it without those big-time players. Will they be able to take another step today?
That's right. Well, let's have a look at the ladder, because it's a bit of a contrasting scene, I guess, coming into this. Hawke's Bay, there they are in 6th place, but 4-3 with the Tuatara starting to charge up. Now they're at full strength and got Dave O'Hickey. They're really started well. They're on a 5-game winning streak now, the Tuatara, to surge into the top 5. But are we looking there, you reckon, at the top 6 this season? What do you reckon?
Oh, for the Hawks?
Well, yeah. Or those 6 teams, or Taranaki might come into play at some stage, right?
Yeah, and I think, you know, the likes of the Giants who added the ex-Panther Alex Robinson, they're going to be looking better. The Jets, they have Corey Webster. I just never write him off, especially when push comes to shove. He's a big-time player. He'll want to be in those playoffs. And the Airs, they're starting to piece together and come together a little bit more. So I'm predicting another really tight finish to this league and a tight finish for that final 6th place.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. Here is the matches to come. Tomorrow we're in Dunedin for that Nuggets-Bulls game. Phi back at home after having a win in their last game in Nelson. They're back at home against the Sharks. That one coming up on Thursday. Friday doubleheader, Manawatu against Hawke's Bay. Always a spicy game, that one. And the Bulls back home here against the Sharks here on Saturday in Pukekohe. So that's how it's all looking over the next 4 to 5 days. As we check out the starting 5s now for this game, and yeah, Jackson Ball not starting in this game. Interesting call, dropping back to the Rapid League team today. But Swakolu Bullock is here. Campbell Scott getting the start, which is interesting. Dan Greta, Darnell Coward, who we just saw on screen there, and Lukey Yates. 3 Illawarra Hawks players starting for Hawke's Bay today, and their coach is Sam Gruggan.
Coming off a tough loss versus Tuatara, what are you hoping to improve on today?
Yeah, I think for us, obviously, slowing teams down defensively is something to work on. So our transition defense, obviously, Indy proposed a different threat in. Obviously, they got a new big player in Lee, so obviously trying to keep him out of the paint and just making it difficult every shot for them.
Love that. And then you do have a quick turnaround from last game to this game. Are there any changes to your game plan or scout that you can give us an insight on today?
Yeah, we had a review yesterday, did some individual film, spoke today about the Panthers, but I mean, their coach, Jono Goodman, is a great coach. They'll be well organised, a very experienced lineup, so we expect a good fight tonight.
Awesome. Well, good luck for tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, very powerful bench too coming for Hawke's Bay in this game with Jackson Ball, Clifton Bush, who have been regular starters. Kobe Carter as well, coming off the bench in this game. Right, let's have a look at the Panthers lineup as we get their starting 5 all sorted. Jalen Durand, Tushal Singh, Aaron Blesson, Leon Henry, of course, again, and Xingji Li is starting his second game in at centre for the Panthers. And their coach is Jonathan Goodman.
So you're still chasing your first win in this league. What is the vibe behind the doors of your locker room?
The vibe's really good. You know, we had 2 really good practices this week, or since our last game. The boys are upbeat. They've learned from their mistakes. We're just hoping to come out and compete really hard tonight.
Yeah, I love that. Your key more than just compete.
It's to follow scout, make sure that our attention to detail is higher than what it was last week, and offensively to get through more stuff. You know, I felt we were a bit stagnant and the ball stuck. We didn't move the ball. We need to let it breathe a bit more.
Awesome. Well, good luck with that game plan. Good luck tonight.
Well, Jonathan Goodman's trying to stay positive. It's been so tough for them, and it's not getting any easier at the moment, is it?
Yeah, it absolutely isn't. With other squads adding more pieces, becoming more stronger, the Panthers really need to try to figure out what their identity is and how they're going to start to win games.
So there we are, Hawke's Bay coming into this with a bit of a mixed bag, just winning 2 of their last 5 games. At their points per game is far in excess of the Panthers. And Greeder, of course, coming into form. He's only played the 2 games, but he's already averaging 32 points a game. And, you know, he's rolled his sleeves up from day one here in his first season in Hawke's Bay.
Yeah, he absolutely has. We saw him last season in the league, and he was special to watch. But I'm excited to see how he goes with this Hawke squad, with the likes of Cal, who likes to feed the ball, pass it, find players like him who can get into the paint and finish so well. But the thing that stands out to me on these stats is the players that are scoring over 13 points per game. Only 1 for the Panthers. Who will step up and be that person for them? We've seen Blesson do it on occasion, but can someone else step up in that scoring role?
Yeah, that's Durand, who's getting 19 points per game at the moment. He's really the only one really firing. But maybe Xingji Li, I'm just having a look at him. He's a big, solid centre, big body in the middle there. Maybe they can start some plays off him in this game.
Yeah, and they'll be looking for him to get going. Last game, he only had 2 points and he fouled out of the game. But that was against the best defensive player in this league a year ago, Rob Lowe. So a hard ask in his first game in this league. Can he improve on it tonight?
Indeed, he'll need to. Ryan Jones, Mikey Graham and Sam McFadgen are the officials for this game. Coming up, tipping off in about 3 minutes from now. If you just missed the Rapid League game too, we just should reflect on that too again for you as we check out that mixandpick.com. So scan the QR code, folks, have some fun with that. But if you missed the Rapid League game, we had over 100 points in that game. And that's just the 3rd time in Rapid League history that's happened. It did go to overtime, and Jackson Ball exploded in that match with 24 points. It was a really good game of Rapid League basketball.
It was, and you're right, Jackson Ball took control of that game. When it was down the stretch, they put the ball in its hands, and he was able to make the right play and make it count. He was perfect on the free throw line, made no mistakes there, and really closed that game for the Hawks.
You know, there was an interesting reaction from him too. He could have, I don't know, dropped his head. You know, he I guess, got told maybe yesterday or the day before, mate, we're not going to start you in this next game. That's the first time that's happened this season for Jackson Ball after starting 7 straight for the 17-year-old. But he didn't drop his head, did he? Didn't drag his lip on the ground. He just rolled his sleeves up and got on with it.
And that's a great sign from a young player. Obviously has the right types of people around him that give him that confidence, but also keep him humble as well. And, you know, have him making the most of any opportunity he gets.
Still a couple of minutes before tip-off here. So Giran, and what about Leon Henry? Got to talk about him too. 39-year-old, such a good career over the years. Here he is, you know, helping the Panthers out with his experience. And I guess he goes in there and, again, trying to get the mahi done today.
Absolutely. He's one of the best things this Panthers team has done is bringing him in. Not only is he so familiar with this league, he's had a lot of success here. He's also able to, you know, be that coach's connection out on the floor for this Panthers squad. Be the cool head, speak to the refs when they need, talk to his team. And, hey, it's pretty handy that he can knock down some three-point shots as well.
Yeah, he's going at 5 points a game. He's going at 9 rebounds a game, so he's maybe not scoring the points as he once did back in the day, but he is a 7-time NBL winner. Leon Henry, and it's really cool to see him contributing to this Panthers lineup.
It really is, and I'd honestly like to see him shoot the ball a bit more. His shot is still looking cash. As soon as it lets go from his hands, you can tell when it's going in. The rotation on the ball looks great. Hope he gets some more looks tonight.
Durand, a key player, of course. 28 points. This is career high against the Saints back in 2022 when he was with the Southland Sharks.
And he struggled last game against the Tuatara. Charles Pride took the responsibility on him, really locked him up, denied him getting the ball, made his job really hard. But yeah, Jaden Durand, definitely a key piece to this offensive side of the Panthers in that point guard role. Hopefully he'll have a big answer tonight.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, looking forward to seeing these Illawarra Hawks players. Of course, Luca Yates going to contest the tip here. He only featured in 9 games for the Illawarra Hawks. He was a D player this year. He's an interesting character, born in Christchurch, raised in Townsville. He doesn't win the tip with Lee getting it. Durand just getting it in the nick of time to get this game underway. Now Singh for the Panthers, marked by Scott. Blesson looking to get Lee an early opportunity. Beautiful pass into Blesson. Can't nail the layup though. Greeter's got the rebound for Hawke's Bay.
Good signs early. That's a good look from Blesson. He usually finishes those ones around the rim. If they can get some more of those, be looking good as the Hawks. Greeter, wow.
Yeah, Dan Greeter straight to work. And straight away challenges for that defense for the Panthers.
When you think Dan Greeter, you think energy, you think hard work, and you think athletic plays, and he gave us all 3 of those things on that take.
Greeter gets the 3-point play from the Chemist Warehouse strike. The perfect start there for Hawke's Bay, getting the stop, getting a 3-point play, getting one of their star players into the game nice and early. Listen over Durand. Now Lee posting up on Yates again. And there goes Lee.
Okay, with the little 1-foot fadeaway. Lee showing us some fancy footwork down low.
Scott hooks it back to Coward. Oh, blocked by Lee. Here's Henry. Looking to push the pass. Singh. Singh did well to get to that one. Now Blesson with the reverse layer.
Like the look of how this Panthers squad, has come out. Very aggressive.
Now Scott. Here's Greeter working off Yates. Here's Coward. He can shoot from long range. Darnell Coward. Oh, almost turning it over. Swakala Bullock. He's missed the mid-ranger, and now the Panthers have got it again. Lovely pass down to Blesson.
Jamming it home and rolling his shoulders, feeling great after that dunk. Good vision by Singh.
Scott hammered by Lee.
And Lee just puts his hand on his chest, says, my bad, I was late. But Blesson, he leaked out almost 2 positions before that. He was hanging out, cherry picking.
That was an interesting foul from Lee. No one's going through him. He's a big, big man. Here's Scott. Here's another big man. It's Coward posting up on Henry. And Henry winning the battle on that occasion.
Interesting matchup with Leon Henry on Coward because he's so long and he has the IQ to match Coward.
Got oodles of experience, Durand. Sweet little mid-range jumper, not far away.
And our little Moffat sprinting off the court.
Coast to coast. Goes Swakala Bullock. And Hawke's Bay go back. Well, they cut that lead to 1. Now Lee. Henry coming out high. Nice drive from Singh. Can't get the teardrop, but he's tidied up beautifully there.
I'm not sure if somebody got a hand on that block. I hope so, otherwise that's a travel. Leon Henry stepping out of bounds with that.
Just getting his toenail on the line there, Henry. Can the Panthers keep it going?
And the Hawks sub out Campbell Scott, so interesting to see who will run that point guard position for them now. It looks like Jackson Ball.
Ball out there just off a magnificent Rapid League performance. Now Greta, who opened the scoring, so hard to stop, and again, he's going to the line for a three-point play.
And that's exactly how you need to go at Blessing. Play quick, play fast. He has the speed on him. Takes him to town on that one. Look at that, good spin. Goes up straight through the arms of Blessing and gets that foul. Now Blessing takes a seat with 2 fouls.
Yeah, don't want to get him in foul trouble. Here's Greta from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. And again, back-to-back three-point plays for him. Here's 6 points. And it's 8 apiece. 3 minutes played in the first quarter. Lee. Nice pass back into Lee. And Lee finishes, and it's fouled by Yates.
He's feeling good, pats himself on the chest. That's a great play. Having Jalen Gerard, the point guard, step up and set that back screen for him, gives him enough space to get that catch down low. Check it out again. Look at that screen. Lee gets it right where he wants it, right under the basket. Too big down there.
So Lee now to try and complete the three-point play from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, and he does so. Nice free throw shot on the big man.
This Panthers squad looking re-energized, refreshed.
Yeah, they are. They're looking hungry. Here's Greta. Oh, that's unlucky there. Foul's going to go on Tushal Singh.
Fouls starting to become a concern for this Panthers squad. 4 team fouls. Just under 7 minutes to go in this first quarter. Something I want to watch out for, but I like the aggressiveness that they're trying to play with.
Good work again by Singh. All effort so far by the Panthers.
Totally right, all effort. Really fought through that screen.
Now Greta. Lovely from Dan Greta. He's proving unstoppable already in this game.
He is. He's come out determined to score.
Matakatia over to Lee. Durand again. Oh, just not quite getting the timing there, but officials said it come off a Hawke's Bay player. Clifton Bush checking into the game for Darnell Coward. Durand going for a face-up three over Swakalabula, can't nail it. Yates has it for the Hawks. And there's Balls with his first shot. He's missed it, but it's been picked up by Bush. And Bush double dribble called against Clifton Bush.
But Clifton Bush does that so well. We saw that as the play that got them into that rapid overtime set. Him crashing the boards. He's consistently finding a way to get in there, make his presence known, using his athletic ability to get his hands on the ball.
Gerard again. Henry. Oh, how about that from Leon Henry?
I thought he was going down there and going to dunk it for a minute. Shows us an athletic play nonetheless. Great finish from Leon Henry, and he's just ticking this score over as they stay in the lead.
Fantastic from Leon Henry. That's winding the clock back for the 39-year-old. And it's another three-point play in the game from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Panthers up by 4. Henry with his first points of the game. Greeter again. Oh, and there's Henry with the steal. There's Singh on the fast break. Yeah, there's a travel there, isn't there?
There was a travel, but what about the steal from Leon Henry to start that play? He gets his fingertips all over this ball games in different ways.
Fantastic player still, isn't he? Ball. There's space for Yates. Oh, he didn't want to put out the mid-range jumper. That's sloppy from Hawke's Bay. Now Singh again. Can't nail it. There's Yates with the rebound.
Good hustle, and look at Greeter running those lanes.
Greeter, lovely pass to Bush. And Bush is fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. Another foul against the Panthers. It's gone on Tushal Singh, and that's his second foul.
It's not a good sign for the Panthers. But great work from the Hawks to chase that down defensively and then hustle back and have the numbers on the offensive end as well.
Greeter's going to take a spot on the bench after a very productive first period in the game. 8 points. Hasn't missed. It's 3 from 3 from the field. Now Clifton Bush at the Chemist Warehouse strike. Bush has missed a second, but Ball picks it up. And is that going to be another foul against the Panthers? It's gone against Lee that time. So Lee's going to check out of the game. These fouls are mounting up, aren't they? There's already, let's have a look here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jackson Ball now at the Chemist Warehouse stripe. It's his first points of the game. Just can't miss from the free throw line on this court, can he? He was 100% in the rapidly going. He was 12 from 12. Now he's 2 from 2 in this game.
Hey, well, we know he's an academic. He obviously has the mental toughness when he gets to that line as well. But Dante Matakatia gets himself into the paint with ease and uses his length so well.
Matakatia is a good player. He's been getting 20 minutes a game for the Panthers. 7 points per game at 47%. He's a good free throw shooter too, 80% from the line this season so far.
And he'll be comfortable in this gym. He was a development player or a training player for this Bulls squad. So he's used to these hoops, he's used to these rims.
Yes, he did. He played 1 game in the NBL last year against the Jets and 2 Rapid League games for the Bulls in this gym. And he gets 2 out of 2 from that visit. It's still the Panthers by 4. So if the Hawks thought they're going to roll in here and win easy, it ain't happening. Coward back out there now for the Hawks. Swaka Bullet. Short with that shot, but he's fouled. And that is going on Tipuni.
And these are just bailing these Hawks players out. It was a good contest, but just a little bit too much. You know, make that a tough shot. Don't foul. Box out, get the rebound. But yeah, stop giving these Hawks players free trips to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
So Wani Swaka at the line now. This is his 3rd game for the Hawks since finishing up at the Hawks.
Hawks to Hawks.
The Hawks to Hawks. There's some nice synergy going on there with the coach too.
Hey, and they didn't do too bad over in Australia either.
Not bad at all. Here's Durand. Ball with the rebound. Pushing the pass out to Swaka Bullock. Carter, 4-3. Nice rebound. Matakatia. Here he is again. Lane opens up down the middle. Oh, it's still right there. Coward stopped playing.
They did, and that's what you hate. When players stop playing, don't stop until the whistle goes. Dante Matakatia making him pay.
Ball for 3. Away with that one. Durand with the rebound. Matakatia again. Durand looking. probing, can't nail the jumper. Cowart's got the ball for Hawke's Bay. Got great vision. You can see him looking to pass it straight away, but Cowart might go all the way. Ooh, lovely finish, Darnell Cowart.
Everybody on the court was just watching him do what he liked. Nobody picked up to stop him, and he gets his hands in on the defensive side.
There's Tapune, now posting up on Cowart. Yeah, looking for the foul, not getting it. Darnell Cowart pushing the pass, but stolen by Henry. Duran. Oh, just a little hard, but he gets it back, Duran. Nicely done. Tapune might try his luck again here against Cowart. Henry fighting hard to get the rebound, and he has it. And a little reach and foul there, I think, by Darnell Cowart. So a little messy period of play there.
It is, but I liked his defense on Tapune before that. Getting his arms straight up, holding his ground, taking it in the chest. Clean basketball. But it's just about that finish. Can they finish defensive plays and come up with the ball?
Here's Duran. Jacob Murphy back out there now, or out there for his first taste of action. Singh going to pull up for the three. Cowart uncontested that time. Just pulls up for a three. Wayward, but Greeta's right there. That's classic Dan Greeta again.
Oh, I was just going to say, of course he was right there. Right place, right time, perfect positioning for that rebound.
10 points for Dan Greeta already. Singh, lovely footwork, but the finish wasn't there. Carter, lucky he's got eyes in the back of his head. Beautiful passing from Murphy to keep that on court. Cowart, lovely ball into Carter. Now Greeta for three. Oh, Greeta just can't miss.
That is pretty basketball from the Hawks. Everybody touched the ball, went all the way around the world. Great finish from Greeta.
5 from the field for Greeta. He's up to 13 in the game. Singh, beautiful pass through to Tapune. Back to a 1-point game.
See the Hawks get right back to their set.
Carter trying to get the rebound, but Henry has it. Fancy footwork from Henry. Surprised Carter didn't break his ankle there. Can't nail the three. Cowart's got it. Now Greeta, anything happened with Dan Greeta, got his hands on the ball. Oh, beautiful ball to Carter. Just can't quite handle it, and it's Panthers' possession.
I think Kobe Carter thought he might have been fouled on that, and we see Lee come back in for Henry. Remember, he still has those 2 fouls. So playing a dangerous game with Lee back out there.
It's going to be interesting to see if he can... Oh, third foul with a minute to play in this first quarter. Catastrophic for the Panthers. Durand also out there on 2 fouls at the moment as well, by the way. Now Lee passing to Tapune. Yes, third time lucky. He's tried that twice. Previously fouled on both occasions. That time it was all good. Cowart. No foul on Durand that time.
And lucky it wasn't.
Yeah, oh, that's dead right. Still going to be another play after this one, potentially, as Cowart couldn't keep his hand out of the cookie jar, as Casey Frank would say.
No, he couldn't. And that sends Jalen Durand to the free throw line. They're in the bonus. We saw them try to get the ball out of Jalen Durand's hand. But he's smart. He works on this stuff. He trains kids. He teaches them about IQ. He knew exactly what he was doing in that situation.
He's going to the line now, Durand. 78% from the Chemist Warehouse stripe this season. Remember, every free throw that drops, funds get a little boost in the BBNZ Hoops to Schools program, and there's another one going in there. That's his first point of the game. Lomatia checking in now for the Panthers with 35.6 to play. Smart move by Coach Goodman to get Durand out.
And we see them go to a 2-3 zone, potentially to try protect Lee inside. And also to slow up this Hawks offense.
Coward. Too quick, the big man there. That was a good, strong basket by Hawke's Bay.
It was, and strong and smart decision by Yates to seal off Lee. Nobody to help him on that drive.
Coward's got 4 in the game. Now this is Lomatia. Fouled out in the Rapid League game, and he's turned it over. Coward's got to put up the shot. Yates can't handle it. So opportunity missed there for Hawke's Bay, but it's been a fascinating first quarter here, pretty tight here at Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre in Pukekohe. It's 23 apiece after quarter number 1. Three apiece after the first quarter here at the Stockyard as we start another round of the NZNBL for 2025. And here is the special this week for Cells, 25% off any large pizza. Just scan that QR code and make your decision, which won't be easy. News come through too here that Crystal, that 3 more Indian internationals have been given clearance for the Panthers, so that's going to be interesting to see how they're integrated into the team from here on in, and it adds a new dynamic to this league. It's going to be interesting.
It does add a new dynamic to this league, but I was saying earlier in Rapid League, I'm glad that, you know, they've had the chance to play with some Kiwis coming into this New Zealand league, get a taste of it firsthand, the style of basketball we play out here.
Just saw that 3-pointer from Wani Swakala-Bullock, his first off the game. Gives Hawke's Bay the lead by 3. Durand, it's a nice pull-up jump shot.
It is, and finally it drops for him. That's his money shot. He was quiet that first quarter with only 1 point. Hopefully he'll get going in the second.
Yeah, they need him to get hot, don't they? He's been averaging 19 a game as Coward tries to muscle up on the other big fella, Xingji Li.
And that is really unfortunate because I think that might be his 3rd.
Oh, it's interesting. Just sees a 2nd foul, Lee. We're watching the official here, but...
2nd foul. Lucky for the Panthers. Lucky we had it wrong because he is a big body that you want in the game.
Coward gets the 2nd to drop from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. He's got 5 in the game.
We see them go back to this little horn set.
Oh, there's a foul from Ball. Just getting the timing wrong there, Jackson Ball.
Too strong.
Too strong, too good. maybe
too
not
strong,
too good.
We'll see how this game turns out, but he was definitely too good in that Rapid League game.
Oh.
But I like this two-man game between Duran and Lee.
Duran, no foul again there. And Yates, that's a tough rebound by Lukey Yates. Coward has it just in the nick of time. Henry's ricochet to Swaka the Bullock. Greeta's got the offensive rebound. Coward from long range. Had an oodle of time to line that one up, and he didn't disappoint there, Darnell Coward.
Yeah, he did. He had time to make a cup of tea and the biscuits.
7 points for him in the game now. Hawke's Bay just starting to threaten now. Greeta's pinched it.
Hasn't he been good to start this game? Perfect in that first quarter.
He missed a shot there, no foul. Sam Gruggan can't believe it. Henry trying to get a ricochet out of bounds there, and unfortunately Lomatia has thrown it away. To 25 is the score. 7-2 to Hawke's Bay in this quarter. Just the one basket there by the Panthers so far. Oh, that's brilliant from Ball again.
That is, and a great read by him. He knew Lee was going to come out. He's in foul trouble. He can't be too handsy around there. Split that. Went straight down the middle.
Blesson. Yes, nicely finished there by Aaron Blesson. To a 5-point game. Swakala Bullock to Yates. Get that third foul out of Lee. To be this time Coward on a much smaller man. Still couldn't get the roll off the rim. Tell you what, I've enjoyed watching Ryan Lomatia play in the Rapid League game, and that play right there, 100% effort.
And no quit in him. No matter who he's going up against, a bigger guy, a longer guy, he gets into their body, he makes his presence known. You're right, just so physical.
Good on him, Yates. Just opened up a little bit there for Lukey Yates. Weeder trying to win the rebound, can't do so over Blessing. Now here comes Durand again. Lee. Singh with plenty of time to line up that three, and he nails it. And a timeout is called by a frustrated Sam Gruggan, the Hawke's Bay coach. He has got steam coming out of his ears right now, Sam Gruggan. There's that margin narrows to 2 off that 3 from Singh.
And you can see why he's so frustrated. His players, it looks like they fell asleep for a minute, or some type of miscommunication happened, and they gave up that wide open shot. Not what they would have wanted. Already coming off a loss against the Tuatara. They're hungry, they want this win, they want to leave Auckland and go back home with a W in their column.
So Hawke's by 2 at the moment. Greeta with 13 points. Swaka Bullock with 7. Darnell Cowart with 8. And 4 off the bench from Jackson Ball. And the leading scorer for the Panthers is Blesson at the moment with 6. The scoring's been evenly spread. All the starters for the Panthers have scored now, and Tapuni and Matakatia have also got 4 points each off the bench as well. Jonathan Goodman, what do you reckon his message should be to his team right now? Crystal?
If I was him, I definitely will mention, you know, we want to stay out of foul trouble. Let's keep playing good defense. Let's keep making them take hard shots, secure that rebound, and look to go. They're playing with some flow momentum. There's a little bit of chemistry going for the Panthers. Let's try to run it up while we're feeling good.
Now, speaking of the coaches, Jonathan Goodman and Sam Gruggan, you discovered a connection between the two from back in the day, didn't you?
I did. When I was over doing the interviews, you know, they were joking around. They were trying to get each other to say certain words during the interviews. It was very good vibes between them. And it turns out they coached together, obviously over in Australia in Logan, won a championship back in either 2012 or 2013. I'm not too sure. But yeah, they know each other very well, and it's actually quite entertaining watching them go at one another, go at the refs and what have you right here on these sidelines.
No, it's good fun. Here they are reuniting in a different way all these years later. Here's Paul. Shot clock is down to 12 seconds, Paul. Now Greta in a bit of space, which is danger signs for the Panthers. And there's 2 more for Dan Greta.
Look at this pressure from Jackson Ball. Obviously spoke about it in that timeout. They want to pick it up.
Blesson. Oh, that's unlucky. It's going to be Panthers ball. Seemed to come off Cowart. Some second opportunity coming up for the home team. Durant going baseline. Nice pass. Singh did well as Henry goes for 3. Yeah!
That's what I'm telling you. Every time it leaves his hands, it looks so good. Please take some more shots, Leon Henry. Great back cut.
6 points in for Henry, and now Jackson Ball's lost the ball.
But that play also started by a great pass from Jalen Durant. Hit Singh, extra Leon Henry. Has the length to get it over the defense.
It's a magnificent three-pointer from Henry. When you've got it, you've got it. Blesson. Lane opens up for Blesson. Kicks it out to Henry. Blesson. Oh, did he stand on the baseline there? Yeah, it's Hawke's Bay ball.
They probably passed up a few shots there, Blesson, on that kick out to Leon Henry. Could have taken that, could have taken the jumper. One too many, but I like the chemistry they're playing with, finding each other, the vision Blesson had.
Here's Greta again. Here's Cowart. Cowart, strong move. Didn't finish though. Henry's got it. This game is still tight. Hawke's Bay kind of threatened to pull away a few minutes ago now, but the Panthers have hung tough. Singh. Lane opens up for Singh and he takes advantage.
The Panthers spacing looks great right now, with all 5 players stretching the defense out on that 3-point line, opening that lane right up for their drivers.
Singh has 7 now as Ball banks one in for another 2 for Hawke's Bay. Gets the Hawks back in front by 1.
And that's a moment where we can say that he was too good, too strong.
Tapune for 3. Rattles it in. Zach Tapune.
Great pop from him, had his feet set. Panthers rolling.
Greta. Put the foot down again. Now Cowart. Around Henry he goes, and Henry's going to pick the foul from the officials on that occasion. But luckily for the Panthers, it's just his first.
Right, he's got one, you know, that he'll give up by accident. He'll use a couple strategically. But how about Cowart? So smart, getting outside his body. He just toys with the defense when he's at the top of that 3-point line.
Yeah, he does, and he had a bit of a quiet start to the game too, didn't he? But he's starting to hit his straps now, which is to say that he misses it from a Chemist Warehouse stripe, so he stays on 8. Tied ball game, 4.5 to play until halftime. Hope you're enjoying the game here on Sky Sports. Sells NBL. Lee. The pass into Tapune. He's just lost control of that one.
Tapune wanted that one. He felt like he had the mismatch on Greta. He had scored there earlier, but Greta is smart. He's long.
Yeah, he's got some experience behind him, Dan Greta.
He knows how to use his quickness to get around players.
Ball. Here's Kobe Carter back into the game. Oh, Scott lost it stone cold out of court.
Once again, these are those frustrating turnovers, unforced, miscommunication. These are the things the Hawks will be looking to tidy up.
Jalen Durant. Here's Lee, marked closely by Yates. Blesson. Shot clock down to single numbers. Durant pulls up for the 3, and that looked good off the hand right away. He's on 6.
I said it, IQ, perfect decision, create space. He knew that big had to get back and he was going to come open.
Yates. Back to Jackson Ball. Campbell Scott still out there. Ball still running the show. Loses it. Lee floats it down to Duran. Duran from the same spot. Ooh, hard luck, Duran, but Blessing's got the offensive rebound. To Pune. In the post again here with Greeter.
Does he know the shot clock?
Oh, he's going to counter. Surely that was a shot clock expiration.
And this is when you hate when the offense is on the other end. If they had been on this end with the refs in front of these coaches, they would have heard that shot clock, they would have known. But man, this Hawks bench is angry about that call.
Well, not only that, but to rub salt in the wound, it was a three-point play as well.
Check it out on replay. You see the shot clock go off there.
So the official's just trying to confirm it now. So what's going to happen here?
See what the refs say, but Te Pune's loving that matchup down low. And we hear them say that shot clock call, that is the right call. Glad the refs, you know, got to there. Because, yeah, this Hawks bench, they were angry about that. Let's watch again. Definitely expires.
Well, yeah, good second, wasn't it? The right call. We got there. We took the scenic route to the right decision, but we got there. Here's Greeter. Into Yates, he's lost it. Nice defense there by Blessing to smash it out of his hands.
Quick hands. But Scott, look at him right up on Jalen Duran, speeding him up.
And Scott is going to concede the foul. It's his second personal. Shooting foul too, so Jalen Duran going to the line. Just getting a little spicy.
It is, but the Panthers not shying away from this contact, going right into it. They started the game really aggressively on the defensive side. Glad they're bringing it on the offensive end too.
Duran gonna have to get hot, isn't he, at some point during this game? But actually looking down through the Indian Panthers scoring at the moment, we've got 7 of the players have scored. It's all evenly shared around as we see Duran nail those 2 free throws from the Chemist Warehouse strike.
And something different about this Panthers squad too. They're playing more out of their sets. Singh, unfortunate there.
Here's Scott for 3. Yes, Campbell Scott. First points of the game for Scott. Duran loses it out of court. It's going to be Hawks ball. Well, a little momentum shift here to the visitors.
Yeah, and that's all from Campbell Scott, hitting that big three-pointer, getting right up on the defensive end, forcing that turnover. But how about Singh getting after it?
Right in front of us here on the bench too. So, Hawks playing in a battle here. Coward. Yeah, lies on Dan Greeter. What are they going to cook up here? Scott. Here's Coward thinking about the 3. Kara thinking about and putting up the 3 and nailing it as well. Raining 3s at the moment for Hawke's Bay, and this is steal by Greeter. And he lays it in for 2. Greeter, he's got 17. Timeout by Coach Goodman for the Panthers as Hawke's Bay go on a lovely little run to take a 3-point lead.
They do, and it's all from that defensive pressure, picking them up in the full court. The Panthers will want to talk about a little press fake. Obviously, Jalen Durant, their main ball handler, really getting pressured up the court. The Hawks are doing a good job making him put his head down. Watch here, he put his head down. Greeter came over for that steal. Too easy for the Hawks.
Yeah, it was. Greeter's up to 17 points now. And we still have 2 minutes to play in the first half. He's having a big night points-wise. Mind you, he is averaging 32 points per game in his 2 games that he's played. But Hawke's Bay, look, it was a moment ago they were just down by 5. And now they are on a nice little run here, an 8-point run. Still work to do for them, though.
There is, and there's 2 minutes left in this first half. They'll want to close it out strong. They'll want to go to the locker rooms with this momentum rolling. Can they keep this defensive pressure up?
And what can the Panthers come back with now, Crystal, as well? They're going to have to make some adjustments.
They will. They need more support around Jalen Drone, especially bringing that ball up the floor.
Yeah, you're right. It's a bit of a lone soldier, and there he is again.
But when they get in the half court, they're getting some good looks. They just have to get there.
Scott a little bit too aggressive again, according to the officials. Scott's going to concede his 3rd foul. And straight out, Scott's going to come. Coach Gruggan taking no risks there, getting Jackson Ball back into the game. Oh, technical foul. Technical foul's been given on Campbell Scott.
What? So if anyone slams down the ball, they get a tap? Hard it up, Brian. On the 12, buddy.
Oh, that's not good from Campbell Scott.
No, it's not. He walked off, said some things after that call. The refs weren't impressed. And it's an intimate venue in here. You can hear a lot of the things being said from everyone.
So that's interesting. Coach Gruggan was just checking with the official there to see if the technical foul was on him. But no, he's been given assurances that it was definitely on Campbell Scott. So Scott is now on 4 fouls. This was 2 minutes still to play in the first half.
And that's big because he is their main point guard. Obviously, Jackson Ball steps into that role as well. But Campbell Scott leads this team in assists per game. A lot of the offense is entered with and through him.
5 assists per game. Just got another issue emerging here. I think we're finally ready to go again. It's Duran. Yes, Depuni. Into Lee. Lee, that's a beautiful bank in from Lee.
And that's the second time we've seen him go to that left foot fade and make it.
That's 7 points for Lee, the big fella. Now Coward. Coward, you can see he wants to get some payback after that. Now Carter from the corner, can't nail the triple, and Singh. Nice strong rebound here by Tushal Singh.
I like the defense from Lee just then, really used his length against Coward. Tapuni going back to this matchup.
He's determined again, isn't he, Tapuni?
He's been dangerous on that block, and it's interesting to see, you know, the Hawks let him battle it out one-on-one. They're not sending an extra defender. I wonder if they're respecting Lee a little bit too much as a shooter. Can they come off it? Can they double that ball, get it out of Tipuni's hands?
So Zach Tapuni from North Harbour. First season in the Cells NBL. And can't get the second to fall from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Panthers have missed just 2 from the free throw line in this game. As Greta, those long arms again. And there's another 2 for Dan Greta.
Smart option, great play call from Ball to set that up for Greta.
45 seconds left in this first half. Hawks by 1. Greta all over Tipuni. Singh. Shot clock down to 7. for Duran. It's a good defensive set there by the Hawks.
That is, and great box out by Greta underneath, making space for Cowett to go get that.
4-second differential between the shot and the game clock as we close out the half.
Usually see players go around that 8-second mark.
Cowett, shot clock down to 5. Swakala-Bullock with the 3. And there's going to be a timeout called by Jonathan Goodman with 7.2 to play. That was beautifully executed by the Hawks.
And how handy is it when you can have a big that can play with the defense like that and have the vision and the passing ability to put it right on the dime for a shooter in the corner.
He has 10 points now. He's the third player to hit double figures for the Hawks in this game in the first half. Rita up to 19 in the half. Pretty impressive from Dan Greta. And with that 3 as I touched on, Swakala-Bullock goes to 10. Hawks back in front by 4. Feels quite an intense, tight game, doesn't it?
It does. Not what the people at home were expecting,
No.
I don't think, the way they were voting on that mix and pick poll. But the Panthers, I said it, earlier, they look re-energized, they look more together, they have more sets in place, and Lee with the fancy footwork is doing a good job inside of finishing and finding his teammates.
Yeah, it's a tough game for him. He played 12 minutes against the Tuatara 4 days ago. And he only scored 2 points and grabbed 4 boards, but he's in better form here. As Lee's got 7 points and 3 assists. Just the 1 rebound so far for Lee, but getting more productivity out of him in this game, most definitely. Let's see what they can do here. The Panthers with this last play. Almost stolen by Greta. Matakatia can't nail the triple. Oh, and where's a BNZ player timeout called there by Dan Greta? It won't be a counter. So that is half time, and it is a 4-point game to the Hawks at the moment. 51-47. Nice comeback there as we saw the Panthers lead by 5 at one point. All right, let's get some halftime reaction now. Go down to Crystal.
Close game here tonight. You guys look re-energized. You're playing a better brand of basketball. How does it feel out there?
It's just great to be out there, great to be on the court, just running, just doing stuff. I think we are building chemistry step by step. It's a good thing for us, yeah.
And what do you need to do in the second half to get your first win and get your team over the line?
I think I'm just gonna do, D up, because they still scored like 50 balls, but it was a whole lot better than the previous game. So yeah, if we keep just D up, not giving easy buckets, I think we'll be in the game. Yeah.
Okay, well, good luck with that in the second half.
Well, there we are, half-time here at the Stockyard. Going to be an interesting second half coming up. Still game on here for sure as Hawke's Bay take that 4-point lead, 51-47.
Oh, is that from the second?
All right, it's 51-47 here in the Franklin Leisure, Pool and Leisure Sister at the Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre. We should get that right. Pukekohe, 51-47 to Hawke's Bay. We expected a lot of fans expected like a cakewalk in this game, you know, with the Panthers winless in their 7 games coming in. But it's been a really good battle, Crystal.
It has been a great battle and a very even scoring spread from the Panthers, as you see there, as you've spoken about, Glenn. They're doing a good job of getting through their sets, getting some good looks, and just competing every possession, which is what the coach was asking for coming into this game. On the Hawks side, man, Dan Greta, hasn't he been impressive? 19 points in that half. Bullock and Coward also with 10 each. They've come out, they're playing really good basketball, but they're concerned about their defensive end. Can they pick it up on that side of the ball? Can they get some more stops? See Coward doing Coward things, assisting the ball really well with 4. But yeah, the Hawks got a lot of work to do defensively to get where they want to be. And the Panthers, a lot more possessions that they need to keep valuing and putting together to come out with this win.
Yeah, Coward having a fantastic all-round game, isn't he? 10 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal and a block as well. He was showing up on pretty much every stats category there. And he's just one of 3 or 4 Hawke's Bay players. You touched on Dan Greta as well, having very good games. But the Panthers are still in this. It's worth mentioning that. They're only 4 down. They could have dropped their heads like perhaps they have in a couple of other games, but they are here to play tonight, aren't they?
They are, they really are, led by Leon Henry, who's doing all the little things to keep them in this game, getting steals here and there, making the extra pass, hit a big 3 as well, and even some athletic finishes inside.
Yeah, well, can he carry it on? Can they all carry it on in the second half? Because if the Panthers can get the win here, it'll be something to celebrate. That will happen over the next half an hour or so, so stay with us here on Sky Sport. The second half coming up next. Half-time is almost done and dusted here in Pukekohe as we get set for the second half in this NZNBL clash between the Indian Panthers and the Hawke's Bay Hawks. It's the visitors up by 4. Pretty tight all the way, with the biggest lead of the game being 7 points by Hawke's Bay. But the Panthers have been in front by 5 at one point as well. But and some sound defeats for this team here, Crystal Ledger Walker. But you know, half a good game is great, but it's not going to count for much unless the Panthers go on with it.
But hey, they've moved up in this mix and fit, getting up to 6%. That's a little bit of movement, but the people at home still not convinced they can get it over the line. Hey, there's been 11 lead changes in this game. Come on, guys, jump on over to the Panthers side. Tonight might be the night. Only 4 points in it.
Yeah, that is remarkable. That's still 94% of you think the Hawke's Bay are going to win.
The Hawks really doing it through 3 players right now. 3 players scoring over double digits with Swakalo Bullock, Greta, and Cowart. The next highest scorer is Jackson Ball with 6. Scott and Cutter have 3. But the scoring for the Hawks really just coming through those 3 main players. The Panthers a little bit more spread.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, isn't it? You know, if these 5 here coming out on court now, you know, we've got Tushal Singh with 7, Duran with 9, Lesson with 6, Henry with 6, Lee with 7. It's a lovely even spread of points. It means they're going to be hard to defend if they can keep that going, Crystal. It's going to be a fascinating second half coming up here.
It will, and Te Puni also 8 off the bench. He's been big for them, really made the most of his size, his physicality, down low on the block.
Yeah, I love his confidence. You know, he backs himself, doesn't he?
He does, and he's really come along in this league. This is his rookie season, his first time in this league, but we've seen him grow in that rapid league. Stepping out to the 3, knocking down some, finding his way inside as well now.
Second half underway here with the Panthers getting the first possession. Straight away it's into Lee. Going to post up on Yates. No, he kicks it out to Blesson. Blesson, oh, has it smashed out of his hands by Cowart, but recovers magnificently.
Yes, and we spoke about that earlier in that first half. Cowart stopped playing on a few plays, did the same again then. Blesson kept going. Came out on top.
Now, worth mentioning too, Campbell Scott, who started the game for Hawke's Bay, is on 4 fouls. Got a technical just before half-time. 4 on the shot clock for Yates here. Nicely done by Luca Yates. That's his first points of the game.
It's been a hard matchup going against Lee. Such a big body inside and has the length to match. Look at that battle down low.
Blesson. Picking it out to Henry. Just short with that 3. Cowart's got the rebound for Hawke's Bay. Greta. Cowart almost has it stolen by Singh. And he's got the foul there. Now, was that a shot or a pass?
Right, not sure.
It's
He's so skilled. He can make his shots look like passes and the other way round.
And it's on Lee, so that's a foul from Lee, so that's his 3rd personal.
Cowart's so crafty, skillful on that finish. Got that up with his offhand, his left hand, outside his body. It's tougher than it looks, but he just makes hard things look easy.
He's at the Chemist Warehouse stripe and gets 2 from 2 from that visit. He's up to 12. Let's go back out to a 6-point lead. Lee struggling for options, and he's turned it over. Greta's pinched it. Nice play to Yates, and Yates finger rolls that one in nicely for 2 more. And it's an 8-point lead. That's the biggest lead of the ball game here. Henry. Singh, beautiful pass into Blesson. Knows where the basket is. Nicely finished by Blesson.
He's doing a great job inside against Cowart, playing very strong. Cowart fell asleep on him when he cut through.
He's on double digits now as Blesson. Here's Yates again. Almost running out of room. Shot clock down to 5 for Jackson Ball. Finds a way ball.
Yeah, so strong. We saw him do that time and time again in the Rapid League.
Here's Blesson again. Oh, has it stolen out of his hands. That was Greeter. Cowart. Kicks it out to Greeter. Here's the 3 from Greeter. He's short, well short that time.
Panthers just wanting to slow it down, get to their stuff.
Oh, Greeter. Straight steal off Durand. And Greeter. Oh, he's missed the jam. Forgot to put it on the toast. Here's Blesson. Now Durand. Singh. Nice.
Using his speed so well then to get around his defense. Does just enough to get it up over the D.
Yates. Strong move by Lukey Yates. Good start to the second half for him.
Yeah, that was just a battle of height versus strength. And right then, height won out.
Back to an 8-point game. Teams trading baskets at the moment. Lee for 3. Jackson Ball, the rebound. Greeter. Pushing the ball nicely, Hawks, aren't they? Greeter, good pass into Yates again. There's 2 more for Lukey Yates. He is cleaning up at the moment in the second half.
Yeah, doing a very good job, but Greeter also really pushing the pace for the Hawks.
That's an illegal screen called on Leon Henry.
But Leon Henry arguing about it, saying that Jackson Ball grabbed some. As we have another look at this replay from Greeter to Yates. Leon Henry reckons Jackson Ball grabbed his arm, and if Jackson Ball did, that's a very, very smart, because he's obviously been paying attention to what's been going on in the league. Refs are paying attention to their offensive screen. Jackson Ball knows it. He sells it. Smart move.
Now, here's an interesting play by Coach Gruggan for Hawke's Bay. Let's have a look at that again there. And there is the call there. Campbell Scott's back out there. In fact, he's been adjusted back to 3 fouls as Cowart goes for the 3. Can't nail it. Sorry, that was Swakala Bullock. Now Leon Henry. Blesson pushing Swakala Bullock. Aaron Blesson. Foul is going to go against the Australian.
The crowd here getting used to the way Blesson plays. I can hear people behind me saying, go to work, Aaron. They like seeing what he does inside.
Here's Durand. Can't get around Jackson Ball. Tough job there. Ball's a good defender. And there's Swakala Bullock. Lays it in just ahead of Leon Henry. Timeout called by Jonathan Goodman as Hawke's Bay stretch out to a 12-point lead. They're leading this quarter 14-6. And it's been a high-tempo, up-pace brand of basketball that Hawke's Bay have executed in this third quarter.
Yeah, we know that that's the style of basketball the Hawks are trying to play. Get up and down the court, play fast, play together, have their chemistry flowing, get after it on the defensive end, and that's what we've seen in that last passage of play.
Yeah, and it's been, again, a pleasure to see Lukey Yates get into the game. He's got 8 points, all of them in this quarter. But good timeout called by Coach Goodman here as he talks tactics with his team. They are getting those inside looks okay at the moment, the Panthers, but they're just struggling in that transition defense situation.
Yeah, they are, and potentially they could look to go inside some more. They're really finding trouble when they come off that on-ball. Jacksonball's doing a great job on Jalen Duran, making it hard for him to come off with space. He's using his length, he's using his strength, and it's drawing a lot of attention. They're getting those steals, and they're able to get out in transition.
So are the Hawks building this lead that many NBL fans had expected in this game? Or can the Panthers come back here? Been a pretty gallant effort from the Panthers so far.
They will just want to reset. They started this game great. They threw the first punch. Do they have enough gas left in the tank to throw another big punch and go on a run?
Can they stay out of foul trouble as well? Oh, Jacksonball's pinched it. Ball passed by Lee. There's Ball. And he is hammered by Lee as Jacksonball misses the layup.
How about the body control from Jacksonball? Look at him, go right at him on defense, get into the body of Lee. That is not a small body to go up against.
The ball's got up, bounced back. It's all part of the game. Now that's Lee's fourth foul.
And that's trouble for the Panthers. Fouled out last game. They missed him. He's been good in this one so far.
So Zach Tapuni is back out there. And how about Jacksonball from the free throw line? So this is his fourth. He's 4 from 4 in this game. He's 12 from 12 in the Rapid League game. 16 in a row on this court tonight for Jacksonball from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
I said it, that's nothing but mental toughness and being locked in, which he is on defense right now.
Here's Tapuni. Almost lost. In fact, it has been another steal coming the way of the Hawks in this third quarter.
And right now it's a 5-on-4.
As Tapuni just gets back in time, Swaka Bullet pulls up for that mid-range jumper and nails it.
Look at this pressure from Campbell Scott right up the court. This bothered Jalen Durant in that first half.
Here is Scott getting the rebound. Off they come again with this high-tempo game. Jacksonball calls for a travel go, unanswered by the officials. Here's Scott. Swaka Bullet. And a little fingertip there by Mata Katia. She doesn't agree.
What a reaction. He did such a good job of coming off that screen. Singh got taken out. Came up with a lot of space. Matsukatia tried to help Stunton at the ball. Just too much from the Panthers.
1 from 2 from that visit from the Chemist Warehouse stripe there for Swaka Bullock. He's up to 15 for the game. 17-point game all of a sudden. Henry waiting a beautiful pass. Now there was a bit of body contact there from Swaka Bullock on Durand.
But he goes over, checks on him.
Yeah, a couple of young spectators there were in the line of fire for sure. But they've come out of that laughing and smiling. Well, one of them has. Singh inbounds it. Durand.
Look at how hard ball fights over that screen.
Almost tipped in, is tipped in.
Smart from Matsukatia to follow that, get it off the backboard.
15-point game. This is really blown out for Hawke's Bay, isn't it, in this quarter? 19-8, they're outscoring the Panthers. His ball, that's a tough pass for him to gather, and he hasn't been able to do so.
That was a tough pass. Almost the hospital pass because two players were coming at him. The player in the corner was wide open. Probably would have been the better read to make by Yates. Now we see some subs rolling for both teams.
Yeah, Blesson back out there. So first taste of action tonight for Matthew, who's come into the game.
Had a big dunk in Rapid League.
He enjoyed himself in that game as Blesson gives it to Matthew and he's lost it. Here's Kara. Lovely pass to Scott. Now Coward smusling up, can't nail it. Tapunia, great job of defending that. Duran, Matthew can't seal that ball, and it's going to be Hawke's Bay ball again.
Coward talking to the ref about that last play. And Sam Gordon just says, hey, that's enough. We don't want any more technicals flying around out here.
No, here's Carter. His ball for three. Can't nail it. Katia out to Blesson. Blesson taking on Greta, and Carter coming up short. Matakatia has lost it to Coward. Oh, Coward, that's a counter. It's all happening.
It is. This is a fast-paced game. The ball is flying everywhere.
21-8 though to the Hawks in this quarter. This is game defining now, Crystal, isn't it?
It is. Look at this leak out by Coward. Athletic take. Such good body control.
So Coward completes the three-point play. He's on 15 points in the game now.
We see Jacob Murphy check into the ball game. Dominates the Rapid League with scoring. We see Singh trying to push the pace.
Matthew for the Panthers. Here's Tapuni. Can't link up with Matakatia, but it's come off a Hawke's Bay fingernail.
Blesson and Tapuni were walking the length of the court. Didn't realise. Come back. That pass a little bit too late to Matakatia. I think he was open earlier.
Tapuni with 5 on the shot clock. He's in trouble. And that's going to be a shot clock expiration. It's going to be Hawke's Bay ball. .2:15 to play in the third quarter.
The Panthers struggling to score in this third quarter. They finished the half with 47 points. They're only up to 55 right now. Greta working inside.
Kicking it out to Coward. Coward for 3. Greta's got the offensive rebound. Well, you would have backed him to put that back in. Blesson. There's Tapune. Reckons he was fouled, but he just gets the 2 points anyway. Greta. Oh, that was so close to going in. That would have been magnificent had it fallen.
How good has he been? He has been all over the court tonight. Doing it in all different ways. As we see a couple subs come in, and Clifton Bush takes out Kobe Cutter, Leon Henry taking out Aaron Blesson. Blesson tried to take the charge, but Greta, too experienced, gets right to the side of his body, draws that foul.
So Greta at the Chemist Warehouse stripe. That's his 20th point. First since halftime. Can't get the second, though, as Murphy flies in there. Murphy is actually going to be conceding a foul there.
He's another one that just plays so hard, gives his all, every possession and every game.
He's a live wire, isn't he? Kushal Singh comes forward for the Panthers. Here's the Pune. Matakatia for 3. Hawke's Bay ball.
We see the Panthers go to their zone. They go to this quite often. They have had success with it in this game.
Coward. Plenty of attention there, but there's Bush open. And there's 2 for Clifton Bush, his first points of the game.
How did the Hawks even find it? Because it felt like all the Panthers players were inside the key, and they still got to look inside. Oh.
Ooh, Swakala Bullock reckon he got all ball there and no man. But The referee begs to differ.
He was upset about that. Still shaking his head, throwing his hands around. Singh, very lucky there.
I think he's just reminded of that too. Swakala. Here's Singh again. Henry can't control it. Here come the Hawks again. Here's Clifton Bush. And Cowart. 2 more for Darnell Cowart. He's up to 17.
Too eager, too excited on that defensive end.
Concedes the foul there.
And you also hate that one as a coach when you foul up the court when your team's already in the bonus and you're giving them 2 free shots.
Ball coming back into the game for Swakala, who checks out for the meantime on 15. Well, they're only in the bonus for another 47 seconds, Crystal, so that's been pretty well timed by the Hawks. They've actually executed a pretty decent quarter of basketball, haven't they?
They have, and I might actually be wrong.
Oh, hang on. Yeah.
Taking the ball back, so maybe a smart foul.
Henry.
Take it back.
Napakatia. Trying to work off to Pune. Looking for Matthew for the runaround play. Napakatia. Nice defense by Cowart. Pushing the play, Murphy. Can't lay it in. Here's Henry with a beautiful rebound. To Pune. Napakatia. Oh, lost control of it. So now Hawke's Bay will have possession here for the last 12 seconds of this quarter. Can they ice what's been a very impressive quarter? 4 seconds left. Cowart. Can't nail the fadeaway. The tip and misses as well from Greeter. But still a really good quarter there for Hawke's Bay. 57-78. They were a comfortable margin. They've outscored their opponents there 27-10 in that third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up next. Almost set for the final quarter of this game on your Tuesday night here in the Cells NBL for 2025, and it's the Hawks who have really taken control of that second of this game now with a very good third quarter, 27-10 as I touched on, to really kick clear of the Panthers. There's the special for this week from Cells, 25% off any large pizza. Scan that QR code, valid until next Wednesday. So that's the special all through Easter, which is coming up this weekend. Here in New Zealand, just gone fast, hasn't it, Crystal? It's flying, the year's flying by.
Man, the year is flying by, these games are flying by. I felt like the league just started yesterday, but we've had so many games going But yeah, how about that third quarter from the Hawks? I'm just checking out the stat sheet. Not only did they hold them to 10 points, they also forced the Panthers into 12 turnovers, and they got 8 steals, which really translate on their offensive end. But what do we have going on here? Leon Henry taking a couple free throws.
Yeah, what's happened here? So, a little slightly confusing situation there. But those free throws should have been taken in the last quarter, we've been told, but by an official just sitting next to us here. Ball for 3, well short that time. So maybe we were right. There were five fouls after all in that. We were a little bit confused there for a little while as we see the Panthers.
Oh, man. Offensive foul on Lee.
And that's his 5th, isn't it?
That is his 5th foul.
That's a shame.
That is a shame. If you have a look again, Lee, yeah, just shuffled his feet on that screen. Ball, once again, doing a good job of making it really obvious, running hard into that offense.
So he's fouled out with 7 points. Second straight game that he's fouled out. Got 12 minutes against the Tuatara the other day. This time he got to 19 minutes of play time. Here is Ball for 3. Jackson Ball, 13 points for him. First triple of the game for him.
Great adjustment made. He airballed one just the position before, made that adjustment, finished. Matakatia, strong take.
Yeah, another player playing with lots of confidence, Dante Matakatia. And there's Greeter again. He'd go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 2.
He went for 19 in that first half, only had 1 point in the third quarter, so no surprise that he's getting his aggressiveness back.
Yeah, really interesting that Greeter only got 1. That was the quarter that Hawkesbury really pulled away. Other players stepped up.
Other players did step up. In particular, Luca Yates came up with 8 points that last quarter. Saw Hawke getting more involved.
Can't quite nail those free throws. That's the second miss of the game.
He just doesn't like this end of the court.
Stephen Pyers out there now for the Panthers for his first action in the game. Greeter up to 21 with that free throw from the Chemist Warehouse line. Oh, Cowart read that play. 3-on-1 situation. Anything can happen here. And Henry defended it somehow. Duran for 3.
Great passage of play by the Panthers. Started with Leon Henry's big block. Jalen Duran finishing it off.
Still don't know how we finished that block. Here comes Paya. Murphy's got it for Hawke's Bay.
We see Clifton Bush, wow, Greeter. See Clifton Bush just step off the court on that last take. I think he might have got a shoulder to the head.
He's hoping he's all right. He hasn't moved, has he, down there?
No, he hasn't. And he's tough. If something's, you know, if he's taking a step out, if he's taking some time, something's definitely wrong.
Well, Bush is coming to the bench. Swakala Bullock has gone back out there. Play continues. It's Ryan Lamatia for the Panthers. Change of tactics here, haven't they? They've gone a bit smaller. Here's Duran driving strong to the basket, and he's fouled.
They have gone a bit smaller, and they've moved Duran off the ball, so they've put him in better positions to score. He was doing a lot of work bringing that ball up the court, wasting a lot of energy going against that defense. Now moving him off the ball, he's able to put more energy into scoring at the hoop. So
Well, it's going to be interesting to see if that tactic works. He has 13 in the game with that free throw.
They needed to change something up. 10 points in 1 quarter is not enough in this league.
2 from 2 from that visit. Here's Yates bringing the ball down court. Greta. Swaka Labullock. Nice play to Yates, who's double teamed, and there's Henry with another block. Another big defensive play.
His hands are everywhere, I told you. The smarts never leave.
They never do. Here's Duran working off Henry. Trying to find a space past Jackson. Paul can't do so now. Tushal Singh's almost lost it. Shot clock down to 5. Oh, hard luck there for Singh.
That was in and out.
Ball into Yates. Maywood with that left hand. Durant had enough space for himself there as Durant comes down court again. Lomatia. Tipped by Singh. Matakatia can't nail the 3.
Unlucky. Good hustle by Singh to chase that one in.
Scott working off Yates. Fancies himself with the 3. Not going to buy one this time. Here's Singh. He was really loosening up. Matakatia again. I think he was passing to you, Crystal.
Right, I was ready. But no, just a little bit too fast on that possession from Matakatia.
They just need a little bit of control, don't they? The Panthers at the moment. Pushing the pass a bit too much at the moment. Still 6:30 to play. There's Ball, and that's a counter. Jackson Ball with an and 1.
How many times have we seen that between these two? Cowart fighting Jackson Ball on a back cut.
Here's the replay again. Cowart, just a no-looker. And it was a beautifully timed run there from Ball.
It's always impressive watching Cowart pass the ball. He puts it into space where they're going. Perfect placement for them to run onto and finish. And Ball, once again.
Can't miss a free throw. Now, I've counted up. It's 21 tonight from the free throw line for Jackson Ball. 21 free throws, 21 made.
Impressive. Impressive.
And remember, he's 17.
And that's not the only good thing he's doing in this game. He's playing very good defense down the other end.
Yeah, all up, he's got 15 points off the bench now for the Hawks. Now, we saw that shot just a moment ago of Clifton Bush lying on the floor. Hopefully, he's going to be all right. Only played 5 minutes so far in the game, Clifton Bush. But let's have a look at the game MVP. Greta topping that at the moment with 40%. So far, Greta has 23 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 6 steals.
Is that it? Is that it?
Oh, he's turned it over twice.
Knew he was human.
Yeah.
No, Greta has been all over the floor tonight. He's been doing such a good job of leading his team, controlling the pace, pushing the pace, getting out in lanes, getting out in transition. I'm glad the fans at home are seeing what we're seeing.
I mean, 6 steals. Panthers have 7 in total in the game. Here's Tapuni.
This second half, this Hawks defense have really picked up.
Matakatia, that's very good there from Matakatia, the former under-17s New Zealand international. No basket. The foul was before the basket?
Yeah, and
the shot?
I'd be a little bit annoyed if I was Dante Matakatia too. I mean, I did all that work, played through that contact. Look at it, there's the contact.
Okay.
Don't know if they obviously caught it on the ground. It wasn't the push in the back, but that's a tough finish nonetheless.
It went on Cowart. See how Cowart resting his arm on the body there of Matakatia. Maybe that was it. Singh to inbound it. This is Sak Tapuni. Now Singh again. 7 on the shot clock. Nice from Singh. That's a very nice basket from him. That's 11 points in the game.
He's elusive and quick, isn't he? Especially off that dribble. Just gets that defense to stand up and blows right by.
It's still a 20-point game for Hawke's Bay. Swakala-Bullock wide open. And Henry's got it. Here's Matakatia again. Duran for 3. Yes, Jalen Duran, 17 in the game.
Great shot for him. A rhythm 3, come down in transition. Line set up. That's an easy shot for him because he's not getting any easier looks when they get in the half court.
Coward. Strong, but can't finish. Yes, he can. Cowards. Another 2 to him. He's up to 19 in the game. 7 rebounds and 5 assists. He's got very good numbers in this game as well. Duran for another 3. Oh, yeah, tasty.
Heat check from Jalen Duran. Somebody find him. He's come alive in the second half.
That's his 4th three-pointer in the game. He's up to 20 points now. Here's Campbell Scott wide open. And Scott nails it. Not for the first time in the game.
Good answer from their shooter.
Duran. Not this time.
The Hawks just slow it down.
Swakala-Bullock. High off that left hand. Tapuni. Grab the rebound. Look at Duran. Heads up. He wanted to Singh. And Matakatia to keep their eye on the prize. Singh. Oh, that's Scott again. Tapuni with the rebound. Kobe Carter with the foul on that occasion. Still a 19-point game, but Sam Gruggan, the Hawks coach, with 4 minutes to play, brings a couple of his starters back on. No risks taken by Sam Gruggan at all, Crystal.
No, he's seen the way Jalen Duran's finding his shot. They're giving him the respect. But Coward almost doesn't give him enough.
Did indeed. Here's Greta. Picks up that rebound. Campbell Scott. Coward. Trying to get past Henry. Ooh, yes. Love that play from Darnell Coward.
Since Lee's been out, Coward's been eating inside. That's a big presence gone.
Yeah, Coward's up to 21 now. Singh finding space down that right flank. Can't nail the basket. Here's Coward again. Coward just avoiding the half-court violation. Here's Yates.
Oh, good read by Singh.
Yeah,
and
nice.
the hustle.
And there's Matakatia. Might go coast all the way here. Henry. Lovely soft hands from Leon Henry. Almost lost by Yates. Is that going to be a foul on Leon Henry? It is. It's a little unlucky. It's his 3rd foul.
It's very unlucky. Let's take another look at Singh. Look at that hustle. Down almost 20 does not matter. These Panthers are hustling hard, and that's what they want to see. They want to compete every possession.
Well, Coward takes a spot on the bench. 21 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Good numbers from the American in this game. Here's Yates. Nice gather there from Scott, but he can't get that lob to fall, and it's going to be Panthers' possession.
Panthers playing hard.
Singh. Tapuni for 3. Ooh. He's got an outside shot, Crystal.
He does. I've seen it time and time again. He likes that pick and pop.
It's the second three of the game. Rita is fouled, much to the displeasure of some fans in the crowd.
These fans are right into this game. They're invested in every call. Look at Greta, though, getting into Blessing's body.
Well, that's tough on Blessing, isn't it there? What do you think?
I don't know. I definitely think that's a foul because he's not taking it in his chest. He's not quite set.
Well, regardless of the interpretation, unfortunately, Aaron Blessing has fouled out with 10 points. So that's the second Panthers player to go.
Second big, big presence to go for the Panthers. He's a big body inside, matches up well with bigger players. Something the Panthers are definitely going to want to fix in games to come is keeping their players in the game.
Well, Greta gets those 2 free throws. Well, let's remind you again, 3 Indian internationals have been given clearance now to join the Panthers. So we're going to see some new players come in to this Panthers lineup in the very near future. So it's going to be exciting. Singh. Makes that shot off the right hand, doesn't he?
He does, and he's missed a couple of those. They look good, but look at this pace from Greta. All gas, no brakes, right at Leon Henry.
And Henry's just got his 4th foul. So hard to defend when Greta puts the foot, or any player puts the foot down like that.
Yeah, it is, but in particular Greta, because he has the length, he has the body type to challenge these bigger players, make it hard. And now finishing on the free throw line as well.
Greta. Hawke's Bay getting plenty of visits to the Chemist Warehouse stripe in this game. It was visit number 27, or free throw attempt number 27 right there from Greta, which was converted. So it's back to a 20-point game. The Katia for 3. Yeah, that was good off the hand from Dante.
He was sitting there, he was waiting, he was ready. Leon Henry, beautiful assist.
Ball for 3, just a touch short. Matakatia, good eyes, heads up play from Duran. Another 3 for Jalen Duran.
When he gets going, isn't he fun to watch?
He was never not going to shoot that.
That was through like 4 Hawks players as well. All the traffic in the world didn't matter.
23 for Duran. Here's Greta giving it to Yates. Yates just away for 3. Matakatia. Jackson Ball with that little momentum killer.
Yeah, look at this. Look at all those white jerseys around him. 4 players there. Gets it up through them all.
Yeah, fantastic shot from Duran. Now Singh. Henry from a long way out. Leon Henry.
That shot is so sweet.
Swakala Bullock back to Scott. 39 seconds, 38 seconds to play. Ball with another 2. 18 off the bench for Jackson Ball. Leon Henry. One more 3 from Henry. Not far away. Yates has it pinched out of his hands by Matakatia. Love the energy from him. Now Singh. And there's a foul on Singh, so it's going to be 3 shots from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Oh, wow.
Well, a very entertaining end of this game. Panthers have done well to come back here. They were down by 20 not long ago. Lead was as big as 23 at one point. And now it's back to 12. So Murphy coming back out to end this game.
Can the Panthers crack that 90?
Ooh. Let's see what Ball can do with potentially the last play of the game. Might just cool it off. No, he's faked around Leon Henry. Schwakala-Bullock. Murphy flies in. Schwakala-Bullock's going to get another chance, and he doesn't miss this time. And there's the prayer from Duran, and it's all over. It's going to be another win to Hawke's Bay, the 5th for them this season. Very impressive third quarter. Set this win up as they close out the victory by 103 to 88 over the Panthers. A tight first half, which had the Hawks in front by 4, but really good third quarter. 27-11 it was to the Hawks that gave them the momentum to move on and claim the game. Dan Greta finishing with a game-high 27 points. He wins the mixandpick.com MVP with 50% of the vote. He also finished with 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and an amazing 6 steals. Wonderful effort from Dan Greta, working hard off the ball. Compare that to the Panthers in total. They had 8 steals in the game. Let's get down to Crystal with the MVP.
I'm here with Dan Greta from the Hawks. You spoke about defense at halftime, and in that third quarter, you guys really picked that up, and you exploded.
Yeah, we played way better defense in the third quarter. Unfortunately, in the fourth, they kind of, brought it back. They shot the piss out of it, so that was, unreal by them, so credit to those boys.
Yeah, and what do you think moving forward, building on this win? How do you guys keep building in your next game?
Just keep playing with each other. You know, we like us three, me, Luca, and Wani haven't been here that long. We're still getting used to everyone, and they're getting used to us. So just more games together, and we'll start rolling again. And it was a good win.
Yeah, awesome. Great win tonight. Congratulations. Go enjoy this with your team.
Yeah, lovely job by Dan Greta. He's had some magnificent performances so far in the NBL, and he's going to be a key figure for this team going forward. But for the Panthers, well, that's their 8th straight loss, but we got a lot of heart and courage in their performance this evening as we check out the Chemist Warehouse stats. So there we are, Greta top scoring with 27. Durand with those threes near the end. He finished with 5 3-pointers in the game, finished with 23 points. Coward, love his play as well. We'll go through the stats categories, and you'll see Coward featuring in many of them. He finished 1 rebound shy of a double-double, Crystal.
Man, that's a few times he's done that. He's averaging 9.6 rebounds per game. So come on, let's get that over the line. Let's start averaging a double-double, Coward. We know you can do it.
Tushal Singh, he finished with 12 points and 6 assists. Good solid game by the former Indian under-18 international. Liked his play.
Yeah, and we've seen him grow in his role. We saw him play a little bit more of that point guard position tonight, taking over some of those ball handling responsibilities. So yeah, we're seeing a lot of these Panthers players step up in different ways. 6 steals to Dan Greta. Touched on only 8 in total for the Panthers in this game. So a really good effort. Yeah, and for me, it was the Hawks' third quarter when they stepped up, when they got 8 steals in that third quarter. That really opened the game wide open. Indeed. Well, another win to the Hawks. They've completed the double over the Panthers this season, winning that first game by 112 to 78. This one 103 to 88. They go to 5-3, which now means we now look forward to the next game coming up, and that is tomorrow. We're in Dunedin for the Nuggets-Bulls game. Looking forward to your company for that one. Thursday, Tauranga 5 back home after beating Nelson last week. They play the Sharks, who are in the North Island this week. The Jets and the Hawks. So the Hawks go down to Palmy next to play on Friday night, and the Bulls right here at the Stockyard at home against the Southland Sharks coming up on Saturday. So that's how it's all looking over the next 4 days of action through round 6 of the Sal's NBL. Thanks for joining us tonight, folks, live on Sky Sport. We hope you enjoyed the game. Congratulations to the Hawke's Bay Hawks with the victory tonight, 103 to 88. Mā te wā.